अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय। अवतार मेहर बाबा
मेहर बाबा
की
की
जय।
जय।
Beloved Baba, please be with us throughout this journey and help us, guide us. Thank you, Baba. Beloved God, help us all to love you more and more, and more and more, and still yet more, till we become worthy of union with you. And help us all to hold fast to Baba's Daman till the very end. अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय। Jai Baba. Loving Jai Baba to all. We are reading this early Meher Baba's early messages to the West. And I don't know if we can read today those publications, if Mr. Prakash is in the position, but it is very small font.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what Diana showed, right?
Yeah.
It's not legible. I mean, yeah. And
So,
unfortunately, I don't have the book right now with me.
no, even from book it is still difficult
Yeah.
because we can only read it if we zoom it.
Yeah.
And with the zoom also, those letters are very, very it gets,
Yeah.
which we cannot read it. So I think as it is, there are only 3, 4 pages.
Mm.
We will wait for Dr. Chittaranjan Gangde sir. He has undergone cataract surgery. So
Yeah.
maybe after 2 weeks or
Okay.
3 weeks, the next or next to next session, we'll find out the way and
Yeah.
we will resume our normal reading, which is very interesting. That is page number 180.
Okay.
So this Vedan who is going to share.
Diana, Diana
Diana,
can
do you
share.
have this page?
Yeah, she
The
has the book,
heading
right?
is second moment. Yeah. Second moment, the transverse and ascending tracks of reincarnation and spiritual advancement.
Do you want me to
And
share?
this is very, very interesting. Yeah?
Do you want me to share now?
Yes, is it possible? Please do.
Okay, this
Yeah.
is this is the last.
This we have done. This we have done last time,
Okay,
301.
so then here's the next
Next
page.
to this. Oh, no.
You don't want that.
Okay.
This is the next
It's
page
okay.
in the online book.
Yeah. If someone can read it, that's fine.
Okay, I can
I
make it
don't
bigger.
know. Yeah, that is 305 in my book, but that's fine. If we read this, that's okay. Yeah, the book says Edward from Allen reviews Paul Burton's A Search in Secret India, 1934, in the New York Times, September 15, 1935. The inset highlights comments on Meher Baba. Bruton's unfavorable assessment of Baba influenced Ram Landu and many others, as we had seen last time when we were reading this through the book. So, the wonders of Eastern mysticism. And you can take little to the left. Can you please, Diana?
I don't what do you mean?
No.
Oh, you want to read what's
You can
behind?
yeah, the wonder is the word. And
Okay,
a search in secret India. It starts with this heading left side. This one. Yeah, this. Yeah, here. This, if you can take this and zoom it.
okay, I'll zoom in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. It's very faint. It's
Yeah. A Search in Secret India by Paul Burton with a foreword by Francis. I can't read it. Oh, no, it is. Okay.
This can be read actually now.
Yeah.
I can make
Can
it
you?
bigger. I can
I'll
make it
try.
bigger. I can read it if you like.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Very good. Please, thank you.
Okay, so the title of the article is The Wonders of Eastern Mysticism. And it looks like it's going to be a book review because it says A Search in Secret India by Paul Brunton with a foreword by Sir Francis Younghusband, illustrations from photographs, etc., etc. Looks like it's $3.50. Believe it or doubt it, there are some amazing things to be learned from the yogi of India. We have Mr. Paul Brunton's word for it, backed up by the testimony of Sir Francis Younghusband, who writes a foreword to this record of a search for the secret of India's spirituality. The more interesting approach to a book setting forth the wonders of Eastern mysticism is via belief, even when one is naturally inclined to be skeptical. On the whole, Mr. Brunton's method can be profitably adopted by his readers. Begin quote, I keep my mind open, uncritical, and offer no mental resistance, close quote. Covering the greater part of India in his search, he made pilgrimages to the abodes of several of the best accredited yogis and spent days or weeks in interviewing them. There was Meher Baba, the Parsi Messiah, who held forth half a day's journey from Bombay. Since 1925, this holy man had not uttered a word, and he communicated his thoughts by spelling out words on an alphabet board. His younger brother told Mr. Brunton that when the new Messiah breaks into speech, his message will startle the world. Still maintaining his silence, he later made a theatrical journey to Hollywood, where, the author says, he was entertained by Mary Pickford, and 1,000 leading people were presented to him at the film colony's leading hotel. Now, before I continue, there's no continuation because this larger cutout can't be moved.
Right, right.
You're muted, Meherkrupa. G.
Yeah, Jai Baba. Yeah.
So
I
what's
see there are 2, 3 lines last, but if it is here, fine.
it says after considerable study
After, huh.
of this self-styled
Yeah.
Messiah, the author concluded that, and we just don't know it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Cliffhanger. Would you like me to read this central part?
I think
Oh, it was
the other
the
part they
same
have
thing.
not given only this, yeah, covering the greater.
Okay, this is different. Shall I read it?
Yeah, this is, please.
Okay, apparently this is I'm assuming that this is an excerpt from the article. Covering the greater part of India in his search, he made pilgrimages to the abodes of several of the best accredited yogis and spent days or weeks in interviewing them. There was Meher Baba, the Parsi Messiah, who held forth half a day's journey from Bombay.
Same.
Oh, wait, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's same thing, except the bottom seems to be a little different.
Yeah.
His brother.
He was entertained by Mary Pickford and 1,000 leading people, blah, blah, blah. He concluded that Meher Baba, though a good man and one living an ascetic life, is unfortunately suffering from colossal delusions about his own greatness. That's so funny. Okay, that was his conclusion. So much for
So
this.
this page is over. And next to this, which page you have?
Okay, let's see what's next. Give me a second here.
Yeah, this we did. This is
Okay.
all. Mm.
If you don't mind my saying this, and we will not discuss it, but look at the letter he's pointing to.
Yeah, this is over. Mm.
Very interesting. I think that's very significant to us in America right now.
What is that X?
Okay. Oh,
This we have already done. To
We
page
have?
number 90. Yeah. This is read by us. Mm.
okay. Then we
Fine.
have all of these pages. We can't do anything with them. And then I
Difficult
think,
to read
then
them.
we have these blank
Page.
pages. Oh, we've read this, haven't we?
This is the religion. This we have done, no, last time. 299. Yeah, this we have done.
So we're jumping around.
Mm.
This one too?
Yeah, this is over. This is over. And which is the next one?
World
World
Fellowship.
Fellowship. Yeah, this is pending. If you can read this, 304 is our number. If
Okay.
you can, yes.
Would you like me to read or would you?
Yes, please, Diana. Yes, please.
Okay.
It's a
So
bigger, but I think if it is okay with you, you can read it. It'll
I
look
think
nice.
it's okay with me. And
Yeah,
before I
please.
begin, I
Hmm.
just want to point out, at least for this page, I'll be reading along here. And then when we get to this point, it's already been made
And
large.
then this one.
And it will take us down to here. That's the last word here. And that's the last word here. Okay? So that's
This
what I'll do.
first column, then second column, and then third column.
This is not, this is,
This is already
Yeah.
here. So second column you can omit and straightway go for the third column.
Yeah.
I can just go
Yeah,
down to
that
here.
is, yeah, I'll just read what is there written there. Article from the San Antonio Express, Texas, August 10, 1933, reviewing the World Fellowship of Faiths Conference taking place in Chicago, characterizing it as the greatest congress of religions the world has been. The article attests to the scale and perceived importance of this event. Meher Baba had originally accepted an invitation to participate, but in the end, the plans fell through. See pages 245 to 46. Meher Baba's name appears in the film fifth line of the second paragraph. Okay.
Okay, so do you want, are we reading now?
Ralph. So in this, he is telling Meher Baba's name appears, the word fellowship among them.
I'm looking.
Yes, we can.
I don't see it.
2 columns. Meher Baba name appears the fifth line of the second
Oh, yes,
paragraph.
yes. It's right here.
Yeah. So take fine. We will go through,
Do you want me to read?
please.
Okay. World Fellowship.
Mhm.
To the editor of San Antonio Express, August 27th is the 5th anniversary of the signing of the Briand-Kellogg Pact of Peace. It is also the opening day of the culminating period of the Convention of the World Fellowship of Faiths, which has held intermittent sessions in Chicago since June. During the 3 weeks of daily sessions, August 27th to September 17th, the convention will be addressed by over 200 of the world's most famous religious, social service, cultural, and political leaders. Among the noted people scheduled to address the Congress during the culminating period are Jane Addams, Justice Florence E. Allen, His Holiness Sri Meher Baba of India, Sir Albion Banerjee of India, Monsieur Henri Barbusse of France, Sufi
Muller.
Muller, Rahman Bengali of India, Senator Smith W. Brookhart, Reverend S. Parks, Cadman, add something,
Mhm.
Bainbridge Colby. Do you want me to keep reading all these names?
Mm. No need, I think.
I'm
There are
okay.
only names, yeah.
We read the most important names. So, the purpose of this, the greatest congress of religions the world has seen, is to unite the inspirations and essential aspirations of all faiths and creeds in a tremendous moral effort to solve the great problems hindering the progress of humanity today, perhaps especially those on war and peace, to promote interreligious, interracial, and international tolerance, cooperation, and fellowship, to unite the best inspiration from all faiths upon spiritual solutions for man's present problems, as expressed in the circular distributed from the Chicago headquarters. History has entered a new era. Mankind is again at the crossroads, at the parting of the ways, and nationalistic aggrandizement has completely defeated the disarmament and economic conferences. The politicians and economists have failed to secure that internationalism which would prevent war and attain prosperity. Tariffs, trade wars, and armaments are increasing. Tension is at the breaking point. Will the world explode again as it did in 1914? Or will the spiritual leaders of the race succeed where our diplomats and economists have failed? If they too fail to stem the rising tide of nationalism, fascism, and imperialism, the future holds no dawn, no star, nothing but fear and hate.
Rattling.
What's that?
Rattling.
Rattling something,
So
want and war.
Want and war.
Rattling others, I think maybe.
Rattling others,
Or maybe not. I don't know.
something. Sabers, rattling sabers,
Oh, okay.
want
Hmm.
and war. Again, the Rachels of the war of the world. Let me read that again. Again, the Rachels
Will
of the
keep
world.
weep.
Pardon?
Will weep for their sons as they are herded by the warlord.
Warlords.
Through can't read it.
Gaudy, flag draped streets.
Secrets, correct?
Streets, I think.
Secrets and down to the
Hideous fields of slaughter.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, great. You
This is
are-
so timely. This is so timely for us.
Really? I mean, the
Mm.
mention of the word tariffs there.
Mm.
And did you say, Baba, pointing to the letter X? I think that's so significant.
Yeah, Baba's name was included, but Baba didn't go.
What year was this?
It is written in the book, the down, come down, come down, come down.
I don't
At
think
the
I s-
bottom. Oh, nothing is there.
there's nothing here.
Book it is written. Article, one second, I change my
Because
specs.
didn't Nashirwan go to some great convention?
Yeah, but that's in India.
Oh, okay.
Article from the San Antonio Express, Texas, August 10, 1933.
Oh, this is
Reviewing the World Fellowship of Faiths Conference taking place in Chicago,
okay.
characterizing it as the greatest congress of religions the world has been. The article attests to the scale and perceived importance of this event. Meher Baba had originally accepted an invitation to participate, but in the end, the plans fell through. See pages 245, 246. We have not yet read those pages.
Let's
Meher
see.
Baba's name appears in the 5th line of the second paragraph. Baba had accepted the invitation, but Baba didn't attend that conference.
Let's
Now we'll read our most interesting chapter. That is on page number 180. I had sent you the pages, Dina, if it is not with you.
Oh,
in
wait a
case.
second. Let's see if I can. Wait a
Yeah.
second.
The heading is second movement, the
Uh,
transverse and ascending tracks of reincarnation and spiritual advancement.
I'm looking for
Yeah.
the page numbers again are.
180.
Yeah, my page is 180, but I have
Okay.
also sent you typed page.
No, only, no, I didn't get anything.
That I have sent evening, just maybe 7 o'clock or 7:15.
Just a second.
Before the start of session, because I thought in case if it is not in your book, it is very interesting chapter. All this script written by Baba. And if we go through minutely and try to understand, it helps us to certain degree to understand the karmic impressions and interrelations and all the complexities of the relations. So through a play and this script Baba has tried to make us understand, I think, which is very interesting. It is a scenario Baba has written himself for that film.
Okay,
And
I didn't get it.
yeah, these are all the pages from the this one is the part of book, what I am telling. And you can check your email.
I checked.
Uh-huh.
I checked all the emails you sent me and there's nothing, but, and I'm
Is it?
sorry to do this because I can't do a go-to thing with this computer. Something doesn't work.
Uh-huh.
I tried it. Really, I tried it.
No, you have come to supplement part. This is the main book part. And this is part 5. And
I don't know what to do. Maybe I should.
no problem. I can share, but then it is not so good.
Well, if you want to start reading,
Okay. Shall we?
and but it's 180, you say, but that's different from my pages.
Yeah.
So
The heading is second movement, the scenario by Meher Baba, A Touch of Maya. That is the script he has written for the film, and which explains the
look.
characters, interrelation. Yeah, after this you can check. This is
Yeah.
the part of the book. Yeah, after
We're
this,
getting there.
if the sequence they have part 5, yeah, then oh no, again change. This is again yeah, part 5, then come down. No, it should be before that, or it is not included.
I do think it's in here, but okay, I'm gonna close.
So let's not worry over it. We'll till the time you search it. Shall we start reading?
Okay, we're going.
Is that
Are we reading the script now for the play? Because I can go into I can stop the share and open the book and just see if I can find it. Would that be okay?
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely okay.
All right. So I'm going to.
Mr. Prakash, you don't have book today. Okay, I'll read it. I'll start reading. And meanwhile, if someone has the book, can help me through. A Touch of Maya. And as I promised our Eastern Baba lovers, in between, I will narrate in short in Hindi too. A scenario by Meher Baba. First life, we have to understand, and maybe you can sit with the pen and diary or pen and paper, without which to understand the complexities of the relations and karmic impression will be very difficult to understand. It is better, I will like to request to all to sit with a pen and paper and write down X, Y, Z. In first life, what was her or his birth? Second life, what was there? And third life, what was there? And what was the relations between them? So the first life, these are the three main characters Baba has described. A character X, Y, and Z. The cast of characters. X. X is a cannibal man who wins the woman. Y, a cannibal woman. Z, jealous cannibal man who is killed. अब cannibal मतलब man eater, जिसे हम नरमांस भक्षक कहते हैं. तो बाबा ने अपना रीइंकर्नेशन का टॉपिक यहाँ से शुरू किया कि जहां पर नरमांस भक्षक की जाति अस्तित्व में थी. जैसे कि पिछले बार हमने देखा कि पशु के रूपों की विकास कैसा हुआ और मनुष्य का पहला रूप, मनुष्य के पहले क्या था, मिसिंग लिंक वी हैड सीन लास्ट टाइम, एंड बाबा हैड in short described the forms and evolution of animal form, and we had come up to the man form where the consciousness is developed completely. Now Baba explains the reincarnation cycles and how one again makes the journey through reincarnation towards again attaining God realization. So here Baba has explained this cannibal man. तो यहाँ पर X जो है कैरेक्टर, ये एक नरमांस भक्षक पुरुष है जो कि महिला का मन जीतता है. Y वो महिला है. यहाँ पर पति पत्नी का नाता दिखाया नहीं है क्योंकि ये अप्रगत जमात है, और वो नरमांस भक्षक महिला है जिसका मन एक्स जीतता है. तो हमेशा आपको अभी याद रखना है एक्स वो पुरुष है और वाई ये है महिला है. वाई ये महिला है और ये पहले जन्म में वो श्री थी जिसको एक्स ने जीत लिया, जिसका मन. और जेड जो है ये ईर्ष्या रखता है इन दोनों के लिए, वो भी नरमांस भक्षक है. तो एक्स वाई जेड ये तीन आत्माओं का प्रवास कैसे होता है आगे यहाँ पर वो दिया है. सो वी हैव टू रिमेम्बर वाई इज द लेडी in this birth, and X and Y are good amongst themselves, have a relation, and Z is jealous about it. Now the scenario. Cannibals are eating a corpse around a fire in the jungle. One man, X, catches the eye of a young woman, Y. They smile at one another, and he throws her a tasty bit of human flesh. She eats. Another man, Jed, is jealous, and a fight ensues between the two men. X wins and kills Jed. Interesting it is, no?
Yeah,
So,
can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah. It is very clear and nicely she is showing. So, यहाँ पर ये लोग एक अग्नि जो है, फायर है, बॉन फायर जैसा, उसके इर्द गिर्द बैठ के एक मुर्दा लाश को खा रहे हैं मनुष्य की. इसमें एक्स जो है ये वाई महिला को देखता है और वो एक दूसरे को स्माइल देते हैं. इसके पश्चात एक्स जो है ये मनुष्य के जो मुर्दा उनके सामने उसको खा रहे थे उसके मांस का एक अच्छा हिस्सा उसकी तरफ फेंकता है जिसे ये महिला खा देती है, और ये देख के जो जेड है इनके प्रति ईर्ष्या रखता है, और इसके बाद एक्स और जेड के बीच में फाइट होती है, झगड़ा होता है, और इस झगड़े में जो एक्स है वो जेड को मार देता है. So X kills Z here. So X becomes a murderer, and Z was the one who was jealous, and Y is a lady. Now what happened to them in their next life? So we will come to the second life. ये इनकी पहला जीवन काल है. अब दूसरे जीवन काल में क्या होता है? सेकेंड लाइफ, कास्ट ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स. This is important. Here Baba has not started with XYZ, but Baba has started with Jed, who was killed. Jed, the murdered cannibal, becomes the cruel king. जिसका खून हुआ था, अब वो इस दूसरे जन्म में राजा बनता है, लेकिन वो राजा बहुत क्रूर राजा है. क्रूर क्यों? क्योंकि ये पहले जन्म में इसका खून हुआ था. Why he is cruel? Because the previous life he was murdered. So he had the experience of getting murdered. Now he has to have the experience of that cruelty, expressing himself. So Jed becomes the cruel king. X, who had murdered Jed, the lover of the cannibal woman, becomes a foreigner. He was a lover of a woman, Y. Now this X becomes a foreigner, and Y, that lady, the cannibal woman, becomes the cruel king's wife, who pities X and asks her husband to spare him. अब जिस महिला के ऊपर इनका झगड़ा हुआ था, वो वाई महिला इस जन्म में जेड की पत्नी बनती है, एक क्वीन बनती है, रानी बनती है. और जो एक्स था उसके पहले जन्म का प्रियकर, वो अभी एक परदेसी है. ये परदेसी के ऊपर एक क्रूर राजा की पत्नी दया भाव दिखाती है और अपने पति से उसको बचा लेती है. ये झमेला अपना पेपर में लिख दीजिएगा. सो एक्स नेक्स्ट, सॉरी वाई इन नेक्स्ट लाइफ इज ए क्वीन, अगेन लेडी. ये फिर दूसरे जन्म में महिला बनी है. शी हैज नाउ अगेन बिकम अ लेडी पार्ट. So scenario, here goes the scenario. What happens in the second life? We have seen the first life where they are eating man, calves, they are man eaters. The second life, they are queen and king and foreigner. Scenario: a great and cruel king Jed is reigning in Turkey. He kills all foreigners who fall into his hands. X, a Persian, to be noted, X, a Persian, is captured by the king and is tortured in every way. He is bound to a tree and lashed. Long pins are thrust down into his fingernails. He is hanged upside down while the soles of his feet are lashed, etc. The king's wife, Y, pities the Persian and asks her husband to forgive X for her sake. Jed loves his wife greatly and forgives X, who then becomes a court favorite. Later, Queen wife falls in love with the foreigner whom she has saved. The king discovers this and kills them both. दोनों को, अब यहाँ का सिनेरियो जो है, ये बहुत क्रूर राजा है जेड. ये अपने राज्य में जो भी परदेशी आता है उसको खत्म करता है. इसके हाथ में एक्स आया था, वो पर्शियन है. वो उसे बहुत टॉर्चर करता है, उसका बहुत छल करता है. उसको पेड़ को बांधा जाता है और पूरी चमड़ी उसकी उधेड़ दी जाती है, लंबे लंबे खीले उसके नाखूनों में ठोके जाते हैं, उसको उल्टा लटकाया जाता है, उल्टा लटकाने के बाद और उसके पैरों के तलवों से सब उसका स्किन निकाला जाता है, छिला जाता है। इतना उसका छल होता है, इसका टॉर्चर होता है। तो ये देख के जो राजा की रानी है, जो पहले जन्म में वाई थी, उसको उस पर दया आती है और वो अपने राजा से कहती है कि इसको माफ कर दे, अब उसके खातिर माफ कर दे। वो राजा अपनी पत्नी से बहुत प्यार करता है, इसलिए पत्नी के कहने पर वो जो फॉरेनर है एक्स, उसको वो माफ कर देता है। इसके पश्चात वो एक्स फॉरेनर और वो रानी एक दूसरे से प्रेम करने लगते हैं। और ये देखकर जब ये राजा को पता चलता है तो राजा दोनों को मार देता है। द किंग kills both of them. So the important point here we have to see is this Jed was killed by X in the previous life. उसको he has the experience of being murdered. Now he has to have the sanskaras and experience of how to kill, to get murder. He got the murdered experience. Now he has to have the experience of a murderer. So in this life, he kills X who had killed him the previous life. So this second life, he kills both of them. Now the third life, दो लाइफ हो गई, अब तीसरी जन्म, तीसरा थर्ड लाइफ, कास्ट ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स. Why? Who is why? Why is the woman. She was queen, the last birth. Now the third birth, the queen killed by her husband becomes an honest merchant in China. जिस वो रानी थी पहले जन्म में वाई, अब इस जन्म में ये चाइना की एक बहुत बड़ी व्यापारी, जो भी ईमानदार व्यापारी बनती है. सो दिस वाई हैज गॉट नाउ a male form. 2 lives, Y was in female form. Now Y has come into male form and she is a honest merchant. Z, the cruel king, becomes the merchant's son, a profligate. Z जो है, जो पहले जन्म में राजा था, क्रूर राजा था, अब ये राजा वाय का बेटा बनता है, जो कि चारित्र्यहीन है, भ्रष्ट है. See the karmic complications. Now, who were husband wife, now became father and son. Husband in the previous birth has become a son in this birth. Now, Z is a merchant's son, wise son. And X, the foreigner and queen's lover in the previous life, becomes the merchant's wife, who loves her son. So, ये जो X था, परदेसी था, जिसको मार दिया गया था Z द्वारा, ये अभी ये Y और Z का बेटा बनता है. जिसको मारा था, अब वो बेटा बन के पिता उसके जिसने मारा था, वो उसका पिता बनता है. कर्ज चुकाना है. तो ये X जो है, ये दोनों का Y और Z, ये जो पति पत्नी है, सॉरी, आई एम सो सॉरी, आई गॉट कंफ्यूज हियर, प्लीज करेक्ट मी इफ आई से समथिंग रॉन्ग. X जो है, ये पत्नी बनती है, अभी वाई की पत्नी बनती है. और इन दोनों का बेटा जेड बनता है, जिसने इन दोनों को पिछले जन्म में मारा था, वो अब इनका बेटा बनता है। और एक्स ये व्यापारी की पत्नी बनती है, हु लव्स हर सन। ये फिर जेड से प्रेम करती है, लेकिन पुत्र के रूप में अब वो प्रेम करती है। सो वाई becomes a merchant in China, who was in first life was a lady. Jed, who was jealous with her in the first life, becomes her son, and X becomes her husband. Now the scenario. This is third life. Why? A merchant in China and his wife X have 3 daughters and 1 son. They are millionaires and live lavishly. The merchant is very honest. His son Jed is a corrupt rough, interested only in drink and drugs. Secretly, he uses his father's money for his own advantage. Jed forges wise check. Jed forges wise check for a large amount, and Y comes to know about it. Instead of protecting his son, Y imprisons him. The merchant's wife X loves Jed and sorrows deeply. Gradually, she pines away. Soon, Y, the merchant, becomes disgusted with the world, and he too dies. Jed suffers much in prison, and after being freed, he leads a good life and repents, then eventually dies. So, in the reincarnation, slowly, how the tendencies change for getting different experiences. If once you are killed, then you have to kill somebody. If you are loved by, then you are jealous, then how you have become the lover. And now here, this Jed, who is yet in bad habits right from beginning. The first life, he was jealous. Second life, he was cruel. Third life, he is profligate. He forges signature of his father and loots father. And father is nothing but that wife who do not forgive him and see to it that he goes to the imprisonment. This X, being his mother now in this life, loves her son. Just in short for the in Hindi. अभी देखना पड़ेगा जो वाई है, ये जो पहले जन्म में महिला थी, अभी व्यापारी है, ईमानदार है, वो और एक्स पति पत्नी है, उनकी 3 बेटियां है, 1 बेटा है। अब एक बेटा जो है, ये पिछले जन्म में इनका जो ट्रायंगल था, लव ट्रायंगल, उसी में से है, अब वो उनका बेटा बनता है। जो क्रूएल किंग था वो उनका बेटा बनता है। लेकिन इस जन्म में भी ये बेटा अय्याशी है, भ्रष्ट है, चारित्र्यहीन है। वो अपने ही पिता के दस्तखत फोर्स करके बड़ी रकम लूट लेता है। ये जब उसके पिता को, मतलब वो जो महिला थी पहले जन्म में, उसको पता चलता है, और जो पिछले जन्म में उसकी पत्नी थी उसको पता चलता है, तो वो अपने बेटे को प्रोटेक्ट करने के बदले उसको जेल भेज देती है। अब ये वाई की वाइफ जो है एक्स, ये दोनों को दुख होता है और जेड को भी दुख होता है, और अपनी जेल में सजा काटने के पश्चात अब इस जगत से वो उब जाता है। दिस इज द टर्निंग पॉइंट, व्हाट बाबा सेज। सारी अय्याशी, सब गलत काम करने के पश्चात उसको शिक्षा मिलने के बाद वो अभी इस जगत से उब जाता है, और वो काफी भुगतता है जेल में। जब वो जेल से छूट जाता है, तब वो एक अच्छा जीवन व्यतीत करना शुरू होता है और उसके पश्चात वो मरता है. दिस इज द टर्निंग पॉइंट वेयर द क्रूएल, जेलस and all bad person's head is turned, changed. His imprisonment changes his life. So bad happens for something good. Now we come to the fourth life. Cast of characters. X, the Chinese merchant's wife, becomes a reigning prince in India, or rising prince in India. Rising, ring, whatever the pronunciation. Why? The Chinese merchant becomes the prince's wife. Z, the Rakesh son becomes the prince's spiritually minded slave. Z, जो पहले जन्म में जेलस था, जिसको मार दिया गया था, अब इस जन्म में एक्स वाई पुनः पति पत्नी होते हैं, जबकि पहले जन्म में, इसके पहले तीसरे जन्म में वाई का एक्स बेटा था. अब ये बेटा प्रिंस बनता है, राजकुमार बनता है, पति बनता है. और जो उसका पिता था पहले जन्म में, पहले जन्म का उसका पिता अब उसकी पत्नी बनता है. Isn't it interesting?
Yeah, I mean, you just pay for what you do. It's as simple as that.
तो ये जो पिछले जन्म में पिता पुत्र थे, अब पति पत्नी बन गए. और जो जेड था, जो उनका बेटा था, जो सुधर गया था, अब वो उसका मन अभी आध्यात्मिक मन है. अब ये दोनों का वो गुलाम है इस जन्म में. फोर्थ लाइफ, जेड इज द स्लेव ऑफ दिस टू एक्स एंड वाई, who were father and son the previous life, has become husband and wife in this life. What is the scenario? The scenario is X is now a rising prince in India with Y as his wife. Z is his slave, who is very spiritually minded and who daily goes to sit at the feet of a great yogi who sits under a tree in Banaras. The prince and princess love each other dearly. One day, the slave loses his wife to death, but remains calm throughout it all. The prince wonders and asks him, "How can you be serene now?" Jedi replies, "My master has made me understand the secret of life and death." When he hears this, X longs to see the master, and the slave takes him. On seeing the master, the prince is deeply impressed and says, "O master, I surrender myself to you and will obey you implicitly." The master replies, "Leave all and come to me. Leave all and come to me. Come on to me." Prince X renounces his kingdom and everything in it, dons the yellow robe, and goes with his wife Y to the master's retreat to await his order. The master orders X to beg from his own subjects, and the prince obeys. Next, the master orders X to wander through the jungle for 1 year. X and Y go together. They live on fruits and nuts and continually meditate on the master. One day, a tiger approaches him. The tiger approaches them, but X merely looks at him and utters the master's name. Immediately, the tiger is transformed into the master, who blesses them and disappears. After the blessing, the prince enters a trance and passes through the following cosmic planes onto the fifth. So here, within 4 lives, Baba has shown how they turn their back to the world and their faces to the God, turning point in their lives. तो ये चौथा जन्म जो है बाबा ने ऐसा दिखाया यहाँ पर कि कैसे वो जगत की तरफ पीट करके ईश्वर को सम्मुख होते हैं। ये एक्स और वाई अभी पति पत्नी है, जेड उनका गुलाम है, और ये पति पत्नी राज करते हैं, शासन करते हैं भारत में। ये खास करके बाबा ने लिखा है कि भारत, और उनका जो गुलाम है वो आध्यात्मिक है मन उसका। जैसे कि हमने देखा कि पिछले जन्म में जेल काटने के पश्चात वो अच्छा जीवन जीना शुरू किया था, और ये अभी एक योगी को फॉलो करता है। ये योगी भी बनारस में एक पेड़ के नीचे बैठा है, ऐसा बाबा ने दिखाया है। इस योगी का ये गुलाम शिष्य बनता है। ये प्रिंस और राजा और रानी एक दूसरे से बहुत प्रेम करते हैं, और ये गुलाम जो है इसकी पत्नी का देहांत होता है, फिर भी दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, पत्नी की मृत्यु के बावजूद वो जो गुलाम है बहुत शांत है। द स्लेव इज वेरी काम इवन आफ्टर लूजिंग हिज वाइफ। तो व्हेन प्रिंस सीज दिस ही इंक्वायर्स, जब ये राजकुमार ये देखता है कि अपनी पत्नी को खोने के बावजूद ये गुलाम इतना शांत कैसा, तब वो उससे पूछता है कि तुम इतने शांत कैसे। तब वो गुलाम कहता है कि मेरा मास्टर जो है, मेरा गुरु जो है, इसने मुझे जन्म और मृत्यु का सीक्रेट बताया है। माय मास्टर हैज टोल्ड मी द सीक्रेट ऑफ लाइफ एंड डेथ। दैट स्लेव आंसर्स। जब ये राजकुमार ये सुनता है तो वो उसे रिक्वेस्ट करता है कि मुझे वो मास्टर के पास लेके चलो। और जब ये गुरु को ये राजकुमार देखता है तो वो इतना प्रभावित हो जाता है, क्योंकि इसके पहले जन्म के अच्छे कर्म है। तो पहली भेंट में वो गुरु के प्रभाव से प्रभावित होकर वो अपने आप को पूरे समर्पण करता है उसके सामने। ही सरेंडर्स हिमसेल्फ टोटली। द टोटल सरेंडरेंस टू मास्टर इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एज बाबा हैज एक्सप्लेन। और वो अपनी गुरु की आज्ञाओं का कंप्लीट पालन करता है। ही कंप्लीट्स हिज मास्टर इम्प्लिसिटली। और वो कहता है, तब गुरु उससे कहता है कि सब छोड़ो और मेरे पास आओ। तब ये राजकुमार अपना राज्य, अपना सब कुछ छोड़ के अपनी पत्नी के साथ में एक भगवा वस्त्र पहन करके, यहाँ येलो दिया है, पीला वस्त्र पहन करके अपनी गुरु की आज्ञा का पालन करता है। गुरु उसको कहता है कि जिनके ऊपर उसने राज किया है उन्हीं के पास वो, उन्हीं से ही वो भिक्षा मांग के लाए। देखो, जिस जहां पर उसने शासन किया है उन्हीं से उसको भिक्षा मांगने को कहता है। दिस इज नॉट इजी। दैट किंग, दैट प्रिंस हैज renounced the kingdom and now he goes begging in his own kingdom. It's not easy, really. And he obeys his master. वो अपने गुरु के आज्ञा का पालन करता है। एक्स और वाई जंगल में घूमते हैं 1 साल तक, और वो केवल फल खाकर जीवित रहती है और सतत अपने गुरु के ऊपर ध्यान धारणा करते हैं। दे मेडिटेट ऑन देयर मास्टर, दे लिव ओनली ऑन फ्रूट्स। 1 year दे स्टे इन द जंगल। एक दिन ऐसा होता है कि उनके पास बाघ आ जाता है, टाइगर आ जाता है, क्योंकि वो जंगल में है तो बाघ तो आएगा। और एक्स जो है, प्रिंस जो है, अब जो सन्यासी बन गया है, वो टाइगर को देख के अपने गुरु का नाम लेता है। That X, on seeing the tiger, takes name of his master, और तुरंत वो टाइगर मास्टर में तब्दील हो जाता है। The tiger is transformed into master and blesses them. उन दोनों को वो आशीर्वाद देता है गुरु, और अंतर्धान पाता है। इस आशीर्वाद के बाद ये राजकुमार जो है ट्रांस में चला जाता है, उसकी मस्त जैसे अवस्था होती है, और उसके पश्चात 5 भूमिकाओं को वो पार करता है। Naturally, the master must be a perfect master. So after getting the blessings, because the blessings can do everything. So with the blessings of the master, this prince who has become now sannyasi yogi has crossed the 5 planes on the planes in the spiritual path. He crosses the 5 planes, and how he experiences on each plane, what are his experiences, is given next to this. So, वो गुरु के आशीर्वाद के पश्चात वो आध्यात्मिक पथ पर 5 भूमिकाओं को पार करता है। वो 5 भूमिका में, पहली भूमिका में वो क्या महसूस करता है, दूसरी भूमिका में क्या महसूस करता है, हर भूमिका में वो क्या महसूस करता है, ये आगे दिया है। But because it can be, now we have to, I think, stop here, because first we'll understand the karmic relations, complexities of the relationships, of human relationships, and reincarnations and impressions. And now what is the experiences? That is very beautiful. But I think we should take it in the next session. As you say, if you all say that we have to continue now, right now, there are only 2 pages. Within 1, 2, no, 1, 2, 3. There are around 3.5 pages. Then this chapter will be over, because Baba has in short explained the whole God speaks here.
I think we should read it for the next time. Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel so.
And but it's so beautiful actually, listening to this. The lady, the woman Y, literally has a very great set of reincarnations, except she gets killed only once.
Yeah.
All the time, she her karma is just
Yeah, yeah.
very pure.
Always Baba said that, I don't know, I can't give the reference now, which page, which book, but I heard, and in the childhood also always we used to hear from Mandli also, Baba used to say that the great women have great powers and more chances of spiritual advancement.
Right, and they have higher capacity for love. That's what
Yeah.
they, right? Yeah.
If another trick in this, if we see, in this, when they turn their minds towards God, they are again in the similar relationship as they had in the first life.
Oh, right.
Again, she has become wife of the prince.
Right.
They both again became husband-wife as they were in the first life.
Right.
And Jed is the third person, but the nature have changed. And the one who was so jealous and cruel is the first one turning towards God and helping them also to bring to the master.
That's a beauty actually. So
Yeah.
that's extreme. It basically shows you can attain God even while being extremely, what do you call, on the wrong side of the equation. but then because your swing is going to be totally in the opposite direction, which is spiritual.
Exactly. That's why Baba says not to hate anyone.
Yeah.
There is one story, Baba gave him so much love, and Manli used to take objection, Baba, why you are giving so much importance to him? And Baba says that if you see his previous births, you will worship him, Baba says. In
Yeah.
this life. So 3 lives, this Jade, 3 lives is what we can say bad person. And 4th life, he has to got the guru as a perfect master,
Yeah.
but still, who has come on the path and plains his ex?
Yeah.
First, yeah, that's again the another twist. X has entered on the path.
Yeah. I mean, the best lesson we can learn is not to judge anybody from here.
Always Baba says, don't be judgmental.
Yeah.
Mm.
Beautiful.
I was transferred from Bombay to Ahmedabad, Gujarat. And my daughter was in Nasik, my husband was in Bombay, I was in Ahmedabad. And a lady clerk of mine, she was from Bengal. So she tells me one day, because new city, accommodating and shouldering on responsibilities as a manager, all was going on. So one day she says, oh, madam, don't worry. Don't even remember your husband. So her words were, she says, now he is your husband. The past birth, whose husband he was or what was he to you?
We don't know.
And next birth, where he will be. So why do you worry?
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, takes time. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know how one can picture all this. So, but people can get a bit confusing. Yeah.
No, it's difficult. As
Yeah.
Baba says that it is so complex. There are so many innumerable lives.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
for a film, he has made 4 lives. He has given scenario, but to comprehend all this, to narrate in such a best way and in such a short sentences,
Correct. Yeah. That's
mastery. He is the master of all.
yeah. He's the one who can tell us. Yeah.
Actually, it is so complex, but he has made it so simple. But it helps us to understand at least a bit of it. The reincarnations and impressions. Yes. Anyone else want to say something or share something? Jai Baba. Yeah, Dinah, thank you so much for doing beautiful presentation and helping and reading. Betty is there.
It's a
Masha
group-
is there.
I think
Sushma is there.
it's a group effort, and while Prakash was showing, I found it in my copy of the book, so I know where we are if you want me to do that next time. But thank you,
Yeah.
Prakash. That was really helpful.
Yeah, thank you. And this is next now. This next 4 pages you can find out easily, I hope, next time.
Yeah.
I've marked the
Yeah.
page.
Yeah, the next to this is the prince in the first planes, no?
Yeah.
So what is your page number? Our page
182,
number is
right?
182. Yeah.
Yeah.
182. Ah.
Look at your email finally. It was just slow in coming. I checked my email. Where you copied the whole thing out.
All the pages, yeah.
Should I stop recording?
Yeah, you can. Or you want to record Aarti also, then you can keep
Oh,
it.
okay. I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mehra is there. Mehra, can you sing Aarti, please? Jai Baba. Mehra Ramdokar.
जय बाबा ताई
Jai Baba. Mm,
बुझावे विचार
okay, Bujave.
अवतार मेहर बाबा के जय बुझावे नार जगत उदराते भरमा तो छेलागी आशा भक्तों ने हे बख्शे नूरे मातो आया चरण पर तुझे रखे सब खुदाना जाता दीवा के है बैठो मेहर बातो तुझे हकीकत आशिक मेरे बबे तुझे दरिया बहदत मारिफतनो कोई तो फातो हमारे साले बदले ज्ञान जदलो के तू परमात्मा ज्ञानी छन तारे हिरभातो खुदा प्रेम पिला भी मस्तान का छे तुझ पर जान सदके साखे पेद पयमा तो हमारा भक्त तारा वे तो हमें तरिए हमारा ना खुदा है मेरा बाबा छेनी गे बातों हमारा ना खुदा है मेरा बाबा छेनी गहे बातो बुझावे नार जाननी कर कुदरत ने परमातो छेलागे आशा भक्तों ने बख्शे नूरे मातो अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय जय बाबा जय बाबा जी
अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय. थैंक यू मेहरा. जय बाबा. थैंक यू बाबा.
जय
थैंक यू ऑल
बाबा
ऑफ यू. जय बाबा. जय बाबा. जय बाबा.
Jai Baba. Thanks, Meherkrupa ji. Jai Baba.
थैंक यू बाबा. जय बाबा. थैंक यू.
Betty is here. Jai Baba, Betty.
It was possible because Dinah and you took a lot of trouble. Jai Baba. How are you, baby? Jai Baba. Suresh Babu, Jai Baba.
जय बाबा जय बाबा
Jai Baba. Jai Baba. राज जय बाबा. यास्मीन जी जय बाबा. इंदु दीदी जय बाबा. अनीता जय बाबा. जय बाबा. Your mic is muted, Anita.
जय
जय
बाबा
बाबा. जय बाबा. जय बाबा.
बाबा